Whenever you start a project, you have an end goal in mind, whether it's a peanut butter sandwich or a graduate degree. The Community Action Network is the same. The national CSBG goals give us a broad target to aim for and a way to measure our effectiveness. In this video, we'll introduce you to the CSBG national goals and how those goals translate into strategies and services. The 3 CSBG goals are: 1. Individuals and families with low incomes are stable and achieve economic security. 2. Communities where people with low incomes live are healthy and offer economic opportunity. 3. People with low incomes are engaged and active in building opportunities in communities. These goals help us align with the community action mission of reducing poverty, revitalizing low-income communities, and empowering low-income families and individuals to become fully self-sufficient. We work towards these goals at both a community level and an individual or family level. Within the Community Action Network, we often refer to our work at the community level as strategies and our work at the individual or family level as services. Now that we've introduced the goals, let's take a look at how they translate into strategies and services. CSBG is the only federal poverty program aimed at moving people from poverty to self-sufficiency. It is designed to be a flexible spending source for communities to assist low-income people at the local level, regardless of citizenship, religion, age, race, sex, gender identity, sobriety, and past criminal convictions. Since CSBG funding is limited to low-income individuals and families, it's important to understand how that is defined. In general, low income is defined as 100% of the federal poverty level, or FPL. Some states have expanded that definition to 125% FPL, so it's important to check with your state office. CSBG funding is not only intended for certain recipients. There are also defined service areas it can be used for. Some of the major service areas are employment, education and cognitive development, income, infrastructure and asset building, housing, health and social behavior development, including nutrition, civic engagement and community involvement, services supporting multiple domains, other, such as disaster relief or emergency management, and agency capacity building. There are restrictions on what CSBG funding can be used for. We'll discuss the federal restrictions in place, but your state may have additional guidelines. According to the OCS, CSBG should only be used as a federal match, including a match for HUD's McKinney-Vento Homeless Assistance Programs and the Corporation for National and Community Services AmeriCorps program. CSBG cannot be used for the purchase and improvement of land and the purchase, construction, or permanent improvement of any building or facility. There are some exceptions for low-cost residential weatherization or other energy-related repairs. OCS has allowed an exception to this in some cases with a waiver application from the state. In addition, CSBG should not be used to provide services or support programs that identify the CAA with any of the following: partisan or nonpartisan political activity or any political activity associated with a candidate or contending faction or group in an election for public or party office, activity to provide voters with transportation to the polls or similar assistance, voter registration activity. CSBG should be used in accordance with parts of the Code of Federal Regulations Part 200, also known as the Uniform Guidance. In the rest of this lesson, we'll go into more detail about each of the 9 major service areas CSBG funding can be used and how these services help us achieve the CSBG national goals.